Good evening, ladies. How is it going? I'm back with one more episode on women and menopause. Today, we'll be talking about those aspects which we can manage to regularize our menopause symptoms. Food, mood. It rhymes well, very nice. What are those kind of foods which we can intake and avoid to manage our menopause? That is going to be crucial in today's discussion. And I'm Geeta Mittalneni here on a mission to help women in the age group of 35 to 55 manage menopause symptoms. Before I move into the mind map of discussing what are those foods which we can enjoy and not enjoy, are you all game to know what exactly I'm going to talk? Yes. Let me quickly touch upon those symptoms which really disturb us. What are those menopause symptoms which are kind of playing with us? Mood swings, anger, anxiety, right? Hot flashes, night sweats, dizziness. I've seen women talk about depression. The biggest one, hottest topic is weight gain. Weight, especially around our stomach and thighs, those areas. Another major thing which is really disturbing is the bone density, diminishing, weakening of the bones, insomnia. All these aspects are major things which are going to worry us. But the good news is a good diet helps in regulating and softening these symptoms and making our life much more vibrant. Ladies, trust me, we don't want to reduce our career growth. We don't want to compromise on so many things that are happening in our life at this point of time. Children growing up, their education is of top priority. Our careers, we're in the managerial level, the leadership level, and we don't want to have a dip in those areas. Why should we compromise there just because our health is not in place? Let us take care of the little health issues and bang on. We are there to take care and move ahead. Let's quickly touch upon those few nuggets of food which work on our menopause symptoms. Let me share the mind map. Let me share my screen and share the mind map with all of you all. Here it goes. Are you all game? I want an S on the comment box. If you're interested in this particular video, go ahead, click on the chat box, comment box, what else you're interested in addition to this. As I told you, menopause symptoms are very, very present and there for us. How do we deal with them? The best way, the easiest way is regulate our food intake. What are those foods? What are those foods that are going to help us in regulating the menopause symptoms? Let's quickly break it up here. I've made things very easy for us to understand those kind of symptoms, those kind of foods which help us. The primary most important hormonal imbalance that takes place is because of blood sugars. The higher the fluctuations in the blood sugars, more are the fluctuations in the mood swings. I'm anxious at one point of time. I'm angry at one point of time. Why is it so? That is because of the food we take. Those foods which spike up the blood sugars. Simple carbs. Easiest example is higher the intake of rice, which digests fast and releases sugar into the blood, and the cravings, the mood swings, everything gets disturbed. Then what are those foods which we should take? High fibrous foods, which is very much available within our kitchen, very much within our Indian traditional environment. Let us quickly click on those kind of foods which are high in fibrous foods. Here we go. Those kind which are there, being in South India or North India. Millets are a part of our tradition in our kitchen. Now, the plethora of millets which are available. There's so many websites, so many Facebook groups which are talking about millets. In Bangalore, there are melas happening for millets to educate people to know regularization, and having those millets in the right combination are going to help us in a big way in regulating our blood sugars. Trust me, ladies, these are highly fibrous. The intake of millets into our daily foods reduces the dependency on our rotis and chapatis, which is itself 70% bang on in our blood sugars. Similarly, the kind of vegetables we're taking, bring in more tomatoes, more carrots, more beetroots, shimla mirch, readily available. Use them as much as possible. Control the blood sugars. They're highly fibrous. Similarly, fruits. If I see, of course, in summers, our intake of papaya reduces, but otherwise, papaya is there on the dining table as breakfast, be it in our kitchen, be it in hotels, be it in buffets. You see papayas there. That's the best thing. Guavas, apples, all the time available, easy to procure, easy to enjoy. Please bring in these things, incorporate them into your daily, and this is going to be high fibrous, regulating the blood sugars, reducing the cravings to have more food, enables easy gut release. These are the best things fibrous foods bring into our system. And the second major thing is anxiety and hormonal imbalance. I've just touched upon two important things. It has worked for me wonders, and I know it is going to benefit you people. The two big ones are flax seeds and cinnamon seeds. If you've seen in some of my YouTube videos wherein I post about my lunch, the way I pack them, flax seeds are a part of my boxes. I use them raw, and I was told a light roasting mix enhances the taste. But if you don't like the raw, maybe you can use it in a roasted fashion. Bring them on in your curries and your salads. Just have them raw, plain as it is. As you know, few 2 spoons of flax seeds works wonders for your anxiety and hormonal imbalance, your skin, your hair. Trust me, all these are add-on bonuses that come into your things. Cinnamon stick, it's an integral spice for us, but to be eaten, to be had in regulation. I normally bring in cinnamon tea into my plethora of teas, which I try week after week. Having 200 ml of this also benefits us since it's a spice be in regulation. We'll have to see that you're not drinking a liter or two of this. Boil cinnamon stick, dalchini stick, and have a cup of tea of this. Superb, superb contribution to your anxiety. It works really good. It's very good. Another very disturbing, let me collapse this. Another very disturbing element is osteoporosis, weak bones, the density of the bone. It is alarming. It is scaring sometimes when we think of this, because we, in the process of taking care of so many things, we neglect our intake of food, which indirectly affects the calcium intake and hitting our bones. Few quick things which we can add on. We love being in the Indian environment. Dairy is an integral part of our whole menu. Your paneers, your yogurt, this come into our scene very often. Spinach, all kinds of greens are also good. Bring them on, bring them on. Please add them on. If you're a non-vegetarian, bring in fish and eggs also. But ladies, here I would like to bring your attention, close attention to the way it is cooked. So when we're talking about paneer and tofu, I know all of us enjoy butter masala and those kind of gravy things. Try and avoid this. My personal recommendation is just go for dry items. Whenever you're using tofu, paneer kind of food or spinach, the best thing is add in those kind of seeds and nuts. I add a lot of till, your sesame seeds, pumpkin seeds to dry paneer. When you just fry and try it. Just add this. My kids love when I add a little of honey and pepper. They're also getting influenced with the way I eat food. And I'm appreciating that they're liking, because you do mix and match. Trust me, we don't need to cook separate food for us to manage our menopause. It's not easy. It's not that way, right? So let's bring in these small changes of non-gravy things and dry things. Dry, you add a lot of spices, you add a lot of herbs, make it very interesting. Reduce that quantities in the form of gravies. It's not going to benefit us and just hits our gut badly. And the best thing is take it as is basis with, again, as I told you, fiber. Bring in those things, bring in those vegetables in raw format or slightly sauteed is also fine. The next thing is hot flashes and night sweats, legumes, beans, soy. All these are very, very commonly eaten by us on a regular basis. And how do I cook and use it? I don't do rajma masala regularly. I don't do channa masala regularly, but these are cooked, boiled, and available for me in my refrigerator every single day. I grab a handful of it, 100 grams, dump it into the curry what I'm eating, dump it into my salad, dump it into my vegetable, add it with your millet roti or makke roti, any of these combinations. That is how I bring in. And it balances beautifully. My protein intake is taken care of. My hot flushes are taken care of. My calcium is taken care of. Trust me, ladies, this is a wonderful way of managing ourselves. And we don't need anybody's help. If you ask me, nutrition is the best new medicine. That is what is my opinion. And it can be done by us within the kitchen without changing anything. I hope all of you are enjoying this. Can I get some comments on the your comment box? Are you game for understand what are those things? Are these tidbits really interesting for you? Please type in yes in the comment box and encourage me to go forward. And what is that which needs to be avoided? They're very simple, they're very easy to be avoided, can be easily given up because we have a lot of alternatives. What are those? Let me quickly run through those things. Sugars. I don't eat burgers, I don't eat sweets, I don't go to Mahalakshmi sweets, I don't eat pizzas. Why is this all here? Yes, I understand. We don't eat those, but when you're talking about processed food, we eat. Look at our beverages, our sauces, marinades, healthy juices, these fruit juices, the canned ones, all of them have processed. See, I have my own expert on Ayurveda, and he is giving me three important things. Vishal Saini, MRP, milk, dairy products, P is processed food, and R is refined food. So just remove these three from your diet. That is what he tells. But milk is something which is very important for us in our Indian kitchens. We cannot do away with our buttermilk, yogurt, curd, paneer, right? Slowly we can wean off with a lot of alternatives. But here, processed food, yes, definitely we can reduce. Leading a very busy lifestyle, I know we all move towards getting tinned foods and canned foods for easier preparations. But marination, your sauces, very, very dangerous. Try and kind of reduce them and avoid them. Alcohol, I don't know, yes, the scenario is good, but having a glass of wine once a week, twice a week is absolutely fine, as long as you don't need to really worry, oh God, I could give up alcohol. But as regards wine is concerned, yes, you can go ahead, but all of the things, stay away. Please stay away. They definitely play havoc. So the liver is working extra to see that our sugars are processed, and bringing in more alcohol, you're loading your livers, and then the havoc is there. Try and avoid those things. What can we do? Let's use natural forms of sugar. when you're avoiding sugars, there are a lot of symptoms, withdrawal symptoms, which we notice. So you can substitute with dates, with kaju, kishmish, yeah, and dates. These are supplements for sugar whenever there's a craving you would like to have. And you can bring in your honey, jaggery, maple syrup. I don't know, I've tasted only once as regards coconut sugar is concerned, but you all can give a try and see how it works. That's really going to work wonders for our this one. Caffeine, I know we all dread to avoid. It is difficult to avoid coffees and teas. Having a coffee or a tea morning and evening doesn't really matter without sugar. Try and develop coffee taste without sugar. It tastes really good and bitter, and you get the natural taste. So try and reduce the quantity. See, unlike in the West, we are not really worried because they have pots and pots of black coffee and tea. So here we can avoid those things. Instead of 4 cups, let's reduce to 2 cups of coffee and tea, and that's absolutely fine as regards we are able to manage our intake of coffee and sugar. And of course, artificial flavors and sweetness, completely reduce this, completely avoid this, remove them from your kitchen, not at all good for your kids too. Try and avoid this or remove them from your kitchen. This is what I thought I will present to you people. And if you're interested into knowing much more about menopause, knowing more about what are those things, if you have any specific topics for me to bring it on to your people, please go ahead, use the comment box, subscribe, like my videos, encourage me to come back with much more topics on this. And I'm there for you people, doing a lot of research on fitness, exercise routine and regime. In fact, I'm also working on what are those yoga mudras which help us regulate hormonal imbalances. I'm working on that video. Let's see how it comes back. Before I go ahead and stop this video, I thought I will share 10 golden rules of how to handle menopause by Dr. Betty. She's a wonderful lady and she's come out with these few small things. We women are very, very harsh on ourselves. Let's go slow, be kind to ourselves. Let's take care of ourselves, eat well, encourage our food timings. Let us not sacrifice for the sake of family work every time. Take adequate rest, relax. Other major thing, water. Please have good amount of water. It is crucial. We have to keep a timer. Encourage yourself to carry a water bottle all the time. When we have doing pranayama, little of deep breathing. In fact, I'll be sharing some tips on pranayama in my next and yogic mudras in my next video. Look out for that. Stay active, walking, some kind of exercise. Don't burden yourself, don't strain yourself. A normal walk, yoga, or a little of weight training. I keep telling again and again to a lot of my friends and people I come in contact with. The best part is the me time, which you can spend the first 45 minutes of the day. Use that for yourself in the form of walk or an exercise. Support your liver. As I told you, let us not strain the liver with a lot of other kinds of food. And then we have good night's sleep. There's an end to everything. So menopause symptoms also come to an end and you will enjoy the postmenopausal regime. It's fantastic. You can revive back a lot, many things with our hobbies and be proud of yourself. That's the best thing. Be proud of yourself. Take care. I'll be very happy if you can share, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and encourage me to come back with more and more of such topics. Thank you. Stay blessed.